Hello guys, this is Surya Subramaniam and I am the interview skills, motivational skills and personality development trainer from Heis Placements. And Heis Placements is in the market since December 2015 and I am also a part of Heis since 2015. So, I'm teaching interview skills, personality development, motivational skills since 2013, but I am a part of Heis from 2015. So, I came here to share about a few points wherein the freshers mostly, I would concentrate on freshers because they struggle a lot to get through the interview and get a job opportunity in a company. So, I wanted to give a few tips, very fast tips for the student. Okay, to get through. And what are those? Simple, very simple. If you wanted to note down, you can. Okay, so first one is preparation of resume. Okay, why do people fail in preparation of resume is because they don't prepare their own resume. Okay, that's the basic part. Second, they do a copy paste. Yes, you can. You can do a copy paste, but you have to know what is that you are copying and pasting on your resume. Okay. Third, if HR is randomly asking you questions which you actually put on the resume, you must be in a position to answer. For suppose, career objective. The resume actually starts with career objective. What is career objective now? Okay, about what you wanted to do, what you wanted to become, in which position you wanted to see yourself. Apart from that, you can also mention what is your strength. Okay, so this is career objective. That's the first basic point. Second, educational qualifications. I think there is no need to mention the percentage, but most of the people do. You may or may not. Okay. Yeah. So that, if you get a good percentage, it doesn't mean that you have all the knowledge to get the job. So percentage doesn't matter to me at all as a recruiter if I generally see, because I only believe in the person who is actually talking to me, not the percentage, what they secured, okay, and masters or bachelors or 10th intermediate. I don't care about it generally. But they just required a BSc degree, and few companies will ask for aggregate, more than 70% or more than 60% is what they ask for. Yes, then we will have to check on it. And now coming next topic is hobbies. Listening to music, watching TV, people write chess, people write playing cricket, people write blah blah blah, so many things, because yeah, they generally do like painting, they generally do play chess. Okay, they play different type of sports, they play different type of games. Yes, but they do not have a valid reason why do they play. Yes, if you ask why do you play chess, it gives me a relaxation, it makes me think. Yes, you're absolutely right. Okay, partially you are right, but can you name at least 10 grandmasters across the world? No, there is no answer. That is what. If you have a valid answer, then take that as an hobby, because HRs will make your work too complicated and you might be rejected for that reason as well. Because in HR's point of view, you should have knowledge on what you like. Okay, so it is not their mistake. They're trained like that. So it is your mistake, you have to accept it. Okay. So these are the basic points you need to follow when you prepare a resume. Now coming to the interview. What is the first basic question HR asks you? Tell me about yourself. But people fail because they know about their self, but they don't have a format. Right? So please note down the format, guys. First, start off with your name and tell them where you are born and brought up. Suppose, I am Surya, born and brought up in Hyderabad. If I am born in Bhadrachalam and brought up in Hyderabad, suppose. Hi, I am Surya, I am born in Bhadrachalam and brought up at Hyderabad. Suppose I am born at a small village and brought up in Hyderabad. Hi, I am Surya. I am born in XYZ village in Nizamabad district and brought up in Hyderabad. Okay, so as simple as it is. Okay, so when it is a small village, mention the village name, district name and the state name. Okay, I am Surya, born in XYZ village in Nizamabad district, Telangana, and brought up in Hyderabad. Hyderabad, there is no need for you to tell the state name because Hyderabad is pretty familiar and famous place. Right, next. Talk about your educational qualifications, the latest first. Masters, bachelors, 10 plus 2 or 3, then SSC. Okay. So, if you don't have a masters, talk from BSc, that is, sorry, bachelors, 10 plus 2 or 10 plus 3, and then SSC. Okay. And ITI, even the same. In place of 10 plus 2, you will talk about your ITI. Okay. Next, talk about your hobbies. Now, hobbies, choose wisely and choose which you can answer. And for answers you have. Okay. Next, how many people in your family? We are 4 in our family. And talk about them. First comes the head of the family. Okay. Head of the family is your father. Next comes your mother. Next is your siblings. Okay. Next you. Okay. In case of ladies who are married, the head of the family will be your husband. Next you, your in-law, next in-laws. If you have kids, mention about them. And last are you. Okay. So they generally say donkey is always the last, so you are always the last. Okay. And I'm sorry to use these words, but you know, few of them miss their father or few of them might miss their mother. If you miss them, if they are not present in this world now, please do not mention them. It is obviously understood. Don't tell them that my father passed away. No, please don't get into emotional terms. There is no need for you to mention about them. Okay, you can directly say if suppose if I had to say we are 4 in our family. My mother is a government employee. Okay, my wife is a homemaker. I have a 5-year-old kid and me. Okay, if I had to mention. So I did not mention my father. So it means it means that he is no more. Okay, so that is the way you actually do. Now, if I had to tell about my introduction as a fresher. Okay, hi, I am Surya. I am born and brought up in Hyderabad. I completed BSc in mathematics from ABC Degree College in the year so and so. I have done 10 plus 2 from ABC Junior College in the year so and so. I completed SSC from ABC School in the year so and so year. My hobbies are playing cricket and watching TV. We are 4 in our family. My mother is a state government employee. My wife is a homemaker. My son is 5 years old and he is in nursery. And me. This is all about me. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself. As simple as it is. It is KISS principle, guys. KISS. Keep it short and simple. And you have to follow the same pace which I followed. You should not be like, I am Surya, born and brought up in Hyderabad. I have completed BSc from ABC Degree College in the year so and so. I completed 10 plus 2. Did you understand? No. Don't run. Don't run. Be at an average pace. Don't be slow. Don't be fast. Be at an average pace. Sorry. Okay. So you have to be very, very good with the rate of speech as well. So how do I get this? Without practicing, who will get it? No. I see many people having PUBG, Facebook. Okay, Facebook also is informative. Insta is also informative. Sometimes, right? I see people having unwanted applications on your phone. Yes, I feel you need relaxation, but not before you get a job. you have to relax for about 1 hour maximum or 2 hours. Maximum of 2 hours. Okay? You have to strive hard to get a job. But the competition is huge. For 10 people, there are only 2 openings. So now think about the competition around us. Okay? So, guys, what I would suggest is, you have English grammar apps online. Install Sudoku app on your phone to learn how to be patient. Because I play it, I am suggesting it to you. If you have any other apps which makes you build your patience, please do follow. Okay? And I would also suggest, Google Word Coach. Okay? Install it. I mean, like, it is a plugin. So in Google Chrome, type Google Word Coach. Able to get a link, click on it, add it to home screen, and practice synonyms daily. You will improve your skills. Okay. Next thing, if you can read newspapers offline, if you get newspapers, English newspapers I am talking about. Okay. I would only suggest you people to read Deccan Chronicle. Okay. Read only Deccan Chronicle. Do not read Hindu or Times of India, because those are complicated words. For every line you will search dictionary for about 3 or 4 times. So we don't want that standards now. Follow the basic English. Do you think I am using complicated words now? No, I do not. Okay, you can say cut instead of amputate. Okay, no bigger words required is what I feel. Okay, so read Deccan Chronicle newspapers. Offline or online. You get e-papers online. You can still search on the browser. Okay, this is the way that you keep practicing, guys. Okay, for the fluency of English, to improve your communication skills. Next important point is, communicate with your friends only in English. Do not communicate in the regional languages for some days, so that it will get into practice. And it will be better for you if you conversate with those people. And next, I did this, but I am happy if you can do this. If someone has a problem with their laptop and they wanted to talk to the customer care of customer care people like bigger companies, HP, Dell, etc. Okay, you take the chance. You take the chance. Communicate only in English with them. They're well-trained customer service agents. Whatever you convey, if the problem is understood by the other person, it means that you're improving. Okay? Okay, that's the best part you can try. Try it and see, because I have tried it. Okay? And next, what better can we do to get a job? And first, communicate. What better can we do? Okay? Go to a person who already is into job. I mean, like from your batch. And ask him what he has done. Okay? Because see, if you did not get a job, you got rejected. And if the other person is getting a job, it means that we are lacking something. Or we have to learn something. Okay? Any 2 buckets. Either learn or you lack. Okay? So, any which ways both are connected. If you lack, you have to learn. Right? So, whatever you are lacking, learn from them. Do not feel jealous about people who are getting job before you. Before you could get a job, do not feel jealous on people who already got. It is there, they did something new, something extra, something good really, that you are unable to do it. We have to accept things, guys. We have to accept things. Okay, now put ego aside. Okay, put your hesitation aside. Throw the jealous out of your mind. Go speak to that person. This is what is called a step towards your success. Next thing, if something is making you think and it is you want the answer for that, this is also a step for your success. not unwanted things, okay? If you're thinking something, which is unwanted, then I can't help. But which is most wanted, you're thinking about, okay? Then you're really in the right path. You're traveling towards the success now, okay? And what's next? What more can we do? I told you, reading newspapers, online or offline, communicate with your friends, okay, talk to the people who already got a job, install several apps on your phone which are relevant to these. What more can we do? Having all these, if you misutilize them, no one on this earth can help you. If you utilize them wisely, I am sure you will get a job. What is the second round now? Jam. Why can't we talk about a topic for about 1 minute? We can easily talk about them for about 2 minutes. How? You have to be very smart. And this is a secret, do not tell everyone. Think about something strong, something, good topic which you can actually excel in it. But if I am asked, I can talk about cricket. I'll give you an example which HR asked me when I went for an interview. I prepared what is my favorite color, what is my favorite color, what is my favorite sport, what is my favorite game. I prepared everything. She asked me something out of box. She asked me something out which I haven't prepared for it. She asked me to talk about my village. So I told her, ma'am, I am born in a city, so I have never been to village so far. She immediately told me, okay, imagine that now, this summer, okay, last summer you've been to village. Just imagine. And tell how should that village look. Then I started off. Okay, chalo. She's not leaving me. I understood. I am completely into problems now. But I told you, I know how to play smart. Okay? So I was talking about village. It is complete of greenery. Farmers are working around. The children are playing aside. Okay? The atmosphere is completely very, very peaceful. And there is no pollution in that village. The air, the breeze, I am completely enjoying it. I completely enjoyed it because it is a past tense. Enjoyed it. Okay, suddenly I've realized that there are some people playing cricket. Now that is my strength. I know it. I suddenly realized that some people are playing cricket, and I am fond of cricket. I am very, very, I like playing cricket. Okay, because it taught me how to focus. It taught me leadership skills. It taught me etc. etc. And I've gone there, asked them for a chance that I would play in your team. They welcomed me, okay, and I scored a 50 runs. I felt proud. And that day was my memorable day too. Okay, so distract the topic. How knack? They shouldn't know that you're distracting. That is your smartness now. How would this come? If you keep learning, practicing, and guys, if you take failure and success equally, you're there. You're in the right path. If you can take only success, if you can enjoy only success and cannot take failure, you're a big failure. Because after success, you may become lazy. You may become, aggressive. You may become egoistic. Okay, and you might change your attitude like anything, like not before. But when you get a failure, you'll keep practicing. You'll keep trying. You will not be lazy. You will still, not lose your determination. You will concentrate what is your goal. So I wish, be a failure. Be in that shoes. If you are already a failure, you will relate to what I am saying. Okay? So jam, please note down bullet points for each and every topic. At least 10 points for each topic. Okay? Read them in the interview. you can crack the interview very easy. And Jan topics you already know, right? Color, picnic spot, etc., etc. And the new topic which HRs are asking nowadays is, what did you do during the lockdown period 2020? So that's the question. It is easy to answer, no problem. And guys, whatever you talk about, do not start the sentences with negative phrases. Please start it positively. In between, add some negatives and end it positively, please. Okay, because HRs may listen to what you are saying, but they will majorly concentrate about how many negatives are you saying about and how many positives you are talking about. Okay, fine. After that, this is the most important phase to get a job offer letter in your hands. That is HR round, the last round, operations. So they will ask you different questions to test your stability, your mind stability. How do you do that? How can you prove that your mind is stable now? Okay. See, when HR is asking you, why should we hire you? Don't tell them that, see, I am talented, I am born talented, I have utmost strength, whomever employees you hired, no, they are like, like someone, I don't consider them, I am the strongest, I am the, don't get into these kind of phrases, sentences and all. You have to keep it short and simple. Talk about your strengths, talk about what you will do for the company, talk about what is your short-term, long-term goals, and end it up. That's all. Okay? You have to majorly speak about, see, if I am asked, suppose a fresher is asked, how should you answer this? It's like, I am confident about things, whichever I do. And, I am very obedient. And most importantly, I have focus towards work. Okay? Which gives me professional growth. So my aim is a consistent professional growth in an organization with a set goal targets. A short-term goal to reach the monthly targets on time which are assigned. Long-term goal is to consistently grow consistently grow. So for this reason you need to hire me. Yes, as simple as it is. Why are you people making it complicated now? I have seen many answers, dudes. I've taken interviews for about more than 3,000, 4,000 people by now. And I've trained 15,000 people. Okay. I could see the difference after me training or, looking at the people who were, where I am sitting, taking their interviews and all. That's the simplest way you can answer. So what I feel, okay, is you're putting yourself into troubles, but none of them is troubling you. Okay. So guys, whenever you go for an interview, be with a peaceful mind. Okay. Please do not over practice. And like I see, even I did this mistake, I see people near the, examination centers, they still keep reading in the last moment. I don't know what you will read. Don't do that, guys. 3 hours before your interview, please stop preparing. 5 hours, I would say. 5 hours before the interview, please stop preparation. If you are into technical things like IT, whatever courses you have in that, or non-IT guys who are going into BPOs, KPOs and all, please stop your practice 5 hours prior to your interview. Whether it is an offline or online interview, please don't keep reading and please don't build up pressure on you. Because interview is already like a pressure cooker. For a fresher, not for the experienced. So please do not do these mistakes. Okay. Last but not the least. Okay. For the interview, I already told what you should do pre-interview. At the interview, also I have told. Okay. After the interview, they will decide we are no one to decide, because after interview it is just about the status, whether you are selected or rejected or on hold, because they wanted to check with the other candidates and come back to you, and later they will give you your status again. What is pre-interview now? Before the interview, before you start preparing for the interview, open your doors of mind. Shut all the negativity out of your mind first. First, to get peace in your mind. Okay? Not like peace, okay? It is peace. P-E-A-C-E. Okay? Second, do not talk to people who are actually talking something negative about you or any negativity that is actually creeping around yourself. No. Okay? Do not be aggressive to anyone. Be kind, be helpful. Okay? Do things at a good pace. Okay? Fourth, do not get into arguments with your family or friends or anyone before preparation for an interview. 5, wake up on time, sleep on time. That's all. These 5 you must follow first. Then the interview process preparation starts. Then go for an interview. Until and unless you follow this, I don't think you will peacefully attend an interview. And if you get a job, that's okay. That is your luck. And and the work you have done during the process of interview. But if you follow this, the interview will be very, very peaceful, and you will feel happy holding an offer letter and being proud that yes, I got my job. That's as simple as it is, guys. You get immense satisfaction when you hold a job offer letter. Believe me. Believe me. The first job offer letter, it is most precious, important. Later, second, third, I don't think it will give you that happiness. The first job as a fresher, when you crack an interview and get your offer letter in your hands, now you are running towards your success, and this is the first step into your professional career. Now you will start learning how to behave with people, that the corporates, the organization will actually teach you. They will not come personally sit and teach you, but you will learn yourself. You'll behave yourself. Okay? Thank you very much, guys. That's all for today. This is what I wanted to share, because I've seen many people tensed, and I see that tension on your faces. No, please. Okay? If you are tensed, please look at your face into mirror for about 15 to 20 minutes. If you can't look at your own face, how do you imagine, how do you think that HR can see your face actually when you sit in front of them? Right? Please look at your face in the mirror. Okay, look how you are. See, personal introduction. Think that mirror is the HR, and start telling about yourself to the mirror. Check your facial expressions. How are they? Are they fake? Are you having a good smile? Are you confident? See, speaking is just 30%, guys. Body language is 70%. How confident are you? Your body language will tell them. Okay. So that's all, guys. I don't want to bore you guys. I just came here to help you. Thank you for your patience. I don't know how long is this video, but thank you very much for your patience. I hope this will help you to crack an interview. At least partially it will help you. Okay. Anyways, I am 100% satisfied if you're getting a job. I don't know, because this is just a video. But if you have my number, my email ID, please do let me know that you watched my this video and you got a job. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye.